we know Notion, but she was also speaking to more to like how to run your business, how to kind of grow it with the consultancy and all the other little bits that come with it, not just because she's like, well, we all know Notion, but do we all know how to like, properly consult and the other pieces and the forms and kind of everything else that goes around with it. So that was really interesting. In the course to kind of, there were definitely things that I didn't think about.
All right.
As well, but so it was very interesting.
Yeah, like one of the things personally I've had a lot of issue about was about charging people, because many of my clients would come in and they would ask like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And I think my first ever big client, I charged them, I think $2,000. And then that client went on for like 4 months. And I remembered that day that I'm like, oh no, I cannot do this again. That was not worth my time at all, just because the additional work that kept on coming. So I think that is one of those things that I think you would say that you do need to learn overall, that how to handle clients even within the realm of Notion, so as to speak.
Yeah, and one of the things that she had in there as one of her templates was how to kind of break down your time. So all the different things to think about as you're building out like the quote and the plan, all these different things that you're thinking of, so we can like accurately quote and kind of at least have an idea of how long we think it will take. And then she's still like plan for more time because things will obviously go awry, a few of those times. But that was one of the things she had us think about, is all the different pieces that go along with it, so that we can make sure that we kind of charge appropriately. And make sure we're actually capturing enough to make sure that we're like, we didn't undercharge, or we didn't think that we would have 5 hours of this, or I don't know. There's so many little variables.
I can imagine that. Yeah, I've been in the same position, and I think I wish I knew about this course before, because I literally go through all the proposals and I have ever sent, and I can see the changes that has come through. So now in the end, like the latest render that I have, wherein I literally have an entire timeline showing that this is the day the first payment comes, this is what we do, these are the different stages, this is the feedback, this is the time we have, blah, blah, blah. Everything is in a timeline. One of the things that I found really helped, because otherwise, like, if you have someone who knows Notion a bit, then they understand what you're doing. But if it's like, some marketing person found Notion and they're trying to force it onto the entire team,
I love that idea.
Roxana, did you have any luck so far?
Yes. Okay, let me share my screen.
All right, excited.
Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm pretty, I like to keep everything clean. So this is like my task. So it's only being filtered to today's task.
Okay.
But you can see here, like this is like, wait, let me switch with one task that has like tomorrow's task. Wait, maybe this. So, and this task, you can see that there are today's or the one that are behind. And then you can see it, the project is related to the company, how many days are left for the the project, so the deadline, and how many tasks are inside the project, how many are done and how many are left. And then when is this task due? So I have a to-date task and the task that I haven't done yet. So then I can see this task is 4 days past. So I can see the whole information right here. And then if I go down, I can see just the upcoming holidays and family events, just for some guidance. And then here I can see like all my upcoming tasks in the coming week. I usually do on Sunday, refresh everything and add more tasks. And here I can see like my projects. And the projects, I can see the company that it's related to and how many days are left for this project. And based on these formulas, some of them are like secret projects. And you can also see the task and how many tasks are inside this project, but don't have deadlines. So I don't have to actually click inside of it. And over here, I can see, again, the same companies, but then I can see how many active project each client has, which is, this is mine. So that's why you see a lot of projects. But I am pretty like from the other Notion consultants, and I don't like to have big systems. I just want to have everything more clean to the point, and just have a clear view of what I'm gonna do today or what I'm gonna do in the past and the next few days only. And then the rest I can just look at that here, and based on that I can make a adjustment.
That is incredibly cool.
And the formula, let me show you the formula. Let me see what project I can open. This is mine. Okay. So here, I think it's one of these. This is the F. So if this project doesn't have a deadline, so let's say, for example, this doesn't have a clear date, it's gonna tell me fail in deadline, and it's gonna tell me there are 4 tasks out of 5. But when I add the deadline, then it's gonna tell me in 20 days is the deadline. If I add it in the block, so if it's on hold, so if client's feedback, and then it's gonna tell me it's blocked, you need client feedback. What else did I write here? Also about the task, and then every other, what I like to do is I like to make other formulas kind of based on the main ones, because I like to see different type of information based on the database that I'm creating. So here you can see like 3, sorry, a plane is coming. So you're gonna see a little bit of noise. But here you can see like I have 3 projects database, and each one is telling me different information. So this one is mostly for client related, and these are like the projects that are like on a whole, and these are just my like personal projects. So that's why I like to have different formula of kind of the same things.
Wow, that is incredible. Wow. And I guess you're running your entire business and everything just from Notion, I'm sure.
Yes, pretty much.
Of course. And are you working with other team members as well, or are you just working alone for now?
Right now I'm working with another certified consultant. I was previously working alone, but now I actually have like a mastermind group in the Notion Ambassadors program, where we just talk every 2 weeks and how to make income around Notion. So that's pretty fun.
That is incredible. All right, you have convinced me. I need to get into these programs myself.
Yeah, definitely the ambassador one. It's very nice. Like you get a lot of information there, and it's very active, the community.
Oh man, I can imagine that. That's incredible. Wow. Wow, I'm just going through this. So the Notion, Roxana, are you planning on becoming a Notion consultant yourself?
Oh, I already am. I'm a certified consultant. They invited me December.
All right. Okay. That's cool. But being a consultant, is there like a separate Slack channel or something of just all the consultants where then you guys can talk and geek out about Notion? I would be really interested in that, to be honest.
We don't have a Slack channel. Most people that are certified consultant are also ambassadors. So the ambassador Slack is mostly where everyone is. We do have a separate workspace for the certified consultants, but it's not getting used a lot for making events or participating in something. But no, mostly the ambassador program is what I would tell you to apply first.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking through this. Wow, that is so fascinating. Yeah, I should look into it. Because I have been working with like other clients for over a year and a half now, but I never really felt the need for actually a consulting thing. Then I submitted, like, the application was done, so the only thing that's left is the assessment part for me. So the application was accepted, and now all I have left is the assessment, but I've been procrastinating it forever. I should do it. You have convinced me. Thank you.
Yeah, because it does sound pretty cool.
It does. And to be able to put that on your website, definitely that helps. That's incredible. All right, I think anyone else has anything more to say? Otherwise, I think we could call it a day. I'm planning on doing this every 2 weeks, just so that people can geek out, just like me. So, because usually when I talk to my friends, it's not Notion. So, for me to find other people who actually appreciate what Notion can do, that is quite fun.
Yeah, and I appreciated you sharing your space and Roxana sharing your space. Like you both, I love seeing how you both set it up so differently that my brain is just like, okay, more formulas.
Now, but on formulas on the other hand, like people try and do it too much. Like for me, I was working on a startup where I was looking to build like a new productivity app, and I literally just coded that entire app on Notion first, and then I was like, let me just try this. So use cases even like that, where you can have the proof of concept without actually developing something. I think the possibilities are endless, and now with the new API altogether, I'm actually looking into how to build my own APIs as well to see how that works for clients. But I think the APIs have actually made it quite easy. Speaking of which, I would actually like to hear you guys, what has your experience been with the APIs so far?
So I've kept it fairly simple. I've just connected my Google Calendar for my webinars and my calls to link them into a database. And then somebody else has something, it's called Save to Notion. So it's a Gmail extension that's in there where it's just saving the text copy version of an email. So those are just the two integrations that I've gone with so far, just because there's so many. I'm like, I'll just watch for now and see what's happening.
Of course. Makes sense. How about you, Roxana?
For my part, I have dived into the integration, but not for myself, so it's kind of sad. It's mostly client work, so I really haven't taken the time to actually explore it and learn. But I have built some integration, I have built an integration into Notion, like a vacation schedule. So every time someone puts a day off in Notion and a Notion database and they click to send, people will get an email. The CEO of the company will get an email about this person asking time off. And also the integration with Jira, which took me so much time that I really don't want to touch again integration for a long time.
Oh man, I can imagine.
But for myself, I haven't done anything yet. Like I'm still working. I think I'm working on more client stuff integration than actually myself.
I can imagine. I think that is one of the best ways. As selfish as that may sound, you're getting paid to learn something new, so why not?
Yeah, exactly.
I can totally imagine that. I think for me as well, I got started just because somebody else wanted a Typeform integration to start with. And like, I was in the middle of the project when the Notion API was announced, and I was like, yes, finally, something new that can be done. So it it was definitely quite an interesting way to go forward. Yeah, I think that should be. Do you guys have any more things to contribute or something? Otherwise, I wouldn't want to take up too much of your time.
Nope, nothing else for me.
Brilliant.
No, this is fun. I was find it fun to jump on these quick calls just to talk about Notion with some people, some new people. So thank you for making this.
Absolutely. I'll post on this again, I think in 2 weeks. And actually the event, I'll try and make it recurring because I'm still trying to figure out how to make these Google Calendar invites like that. But be rest assured, in 2 weeks, we will be having this again. And just look out for the post on Notion Made Simple group. And I'll see you guys then.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Nice to meet everyone.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Nice to meet you all.
All right. Later.
Bye-bye.